Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Miss and welcome to my, I guess, review on the new Bearcti cards. But before I jump into the Bearcti cards, I want to kind of talk about those new cards that are coming out in Lightning Overdrive, if they are relevant. So yeah, before I start, friendly reminder to like, subscribe, blah blah blah. Let's jump right into it. So the first card is actually a card that deserves its own video. So Book of Lunar Eclipse. That's cute. It looks really similar to Book of Moon, but at the same time, it has Eclipse in the card. I mean, to be fair, they always represent something about the moon or the sun too. I don't know nothing. So quick play spell card, not once per turn. Beautiful, we like that. Discard one card, then target two face-up monsters on the field, change them to face-down defense position. So I guess Book of Moon and Twin Twister, they kind of, they got fused into, I don't even know why this is a quick play and not a fusion spell card, fusion quick play spell card. Yeah, it's basically the combination of two cards. It's the most simple effect I have read, and it's beautiful. It deserves its own video. It's really, I don't know. There's a lot of positive and negative things to talk about this, so not going to waste your time on this one. Yeah. Anyways, this guy is Rai Mori, whatever, translation pending research. You know, I'm not even going to try to pronounce this. Water Reptile, level 2, 0 attack, 0 defense. We love that. You can banish this card from your graveyard and target one reptile monster you control and one face-up monster your opponent controls. Activate one of these effects. Pretty darn specific. You need to have this in the grave and a reptile on your field. Bruh, change the targeted monsters to face down defense position. That's actually hilarious. They're announcing a card that books two monsters on the field while, you know, right after a card that books two monsters in, yeah. Coincidence? I think not. Anyways, the second effect, destroy your own monster. And if you do, the opponent's monster becomes 0 attack, so who cares? This doesn't even have a picture. Wait, what? Earth Fairy. Okay, yeah, it's this boy. Okay, so you can only use the first or second effect per turn and only once that turn. You contribute this normal summon card, add one Earth Fairy from your deck to your hand, except you have to waste your normal summon and add a Earth Fairy? Bro, Earth Fairies are garbage. If a face-up fairy monster you control is sent to the graveyard, while this card is in your grave, you can place this card of the... Yeah, garbage. I can't really think of any good Earth Fairies. The only good fairy monsters that I can think of, really, are... well, Ben 10, yeah, a lot of them, to be honest. Ben 10, all of the Herald monsters, Archlord Christia, the Agents, especially Venus, Diviner of the Heralds, etc. But for Earth Fairy, yeah. And for Dark Fairy, there is the Dark Lords. I don't know why this restricts you into Earth. And also, it's not like it was a good card. You have to legit normal summon, tribute, get ashed, pass. Nice deck. Anyways, this card is the Hendu, yeah, Machine Pendulum. 600 attack just for the disrespect. Honestly, you know what Konami should do is actually create machine monsters with 501 attack. Just to piss you off. Just so you can't machine dupe that. Anyways, is this card good? Let's find out. While you control, that's the Pendulum effect, by the way. While you control no monsters or all monsters you control are Pendulum monsters, apply this effect based on your Pendulum zone. This card is in! I literally waited like 10 billion years for a Pendulum card to have an effect depending on, you know, the position of the scale. So if it's in the left scale, it becomes a skill 1. In the right scale, it actually becomes a skill 8. So, you know, that's not enough to make the card good, but let's just try to figure out the rest. Once per turn during your opponent's standby phase, you can special summon this card from your Pendulum zone. I can't really think of a reason to actually, I don't know, this doesn't seem broken. And this card is special summoned to a zone that is not the center main monster zone. Destroy this card. So yeah, okay. Cannot be destroyed by battle. Once per turn during your opponent's end phase, you can target one card in your Pendulum zone destroyed, and if you do, place this card in your Pendulum zone. I guess in a way you can kind of combo this off with popping your own purple poison. So it's during your opponent's end phase. It should have been like a quick effect. Then I would have been like, whatever. And I guess the fact that it special summons itself to destroy itself if it's not specifically in the center, allows you to combo off with Chronograph and something, special summoning some garbage random. I don't even know, but this doesn't look relevant. The only card here that really you know, gets my eye is Book of Lunar Eclipse. And like I said, I'll make a video on it. Anyways, moving on. This looks like Ordeal of a Traveler and I think Pharaonic Guardian. Wait, hold on, that's actually a card. Wait, what? Okay, anyways, level 8 Earth Rock, 2300 attack, 3k defense. You can only use each of this card's name, second and third effect once per turn each. Once per turn, you can change this card to face down defense, like Stealth Bird and stuff. If this card is flip summoned, not flipped. Shuffle all monsters your opponent controls into the deck. This cannot be an interruption during your opponent's turn, because you can only flip summon on your own turn, unless I'm missing something. If this card you control is destroyed by an opponent's card, you can special summon. Well, it's by battle or by card effect, I guess, because it's an opponent's card. You can special summon one level 5 rock monster from... Not even level 5 or higher! Level 5 rock monster from your hand or deck in face down defense, garbage. Dark Eye Nightmare, you can only use this card's name first effect once per turn. You can banish up to 3 traps from your graveyard, only yours. Apply this effect depending on the number you banished. So that's cool. It actually is like a ascending effect. So draw 1, but place 1 on top, which is kind of whack. Draw 1 card. Okay. Draw 2 cards, but discard 1. Alright, once per turn if this card would be destroyed by battle, you can banish 1 trap from your grave instead. Can't really think of good traps cards that actually get effect when they get banished outside of the Metaphys trap, and also I guess Mutant Cry has a tiny bit of value in the banished because of the effect of one of the mutant monsters. When it dies, you can recycle it back, and diffusions, etc. But anyways, 1 Curry Way. Outside of the artwork, there's nothing special about this. So that's, I think, Linkuriboh, and this is Linguriboh. I'm not 100% sure. You can only activate 1 card with this card's name once per turn. We're off to a really bad start. Target 1 Link 1 monster in either graveyard. Either shuffle it in the extra deck or special summon it to the owner's field. You don't negate the effect, but I don't see how this card can actually do anything. I don't like it. Alright, Star Mine. Level 4, Pyro, this inflict damage. I'm not gonna read that. Oh my god. Secret Hot Springs of the Far East. Field spell once per turn during each player's main phase 2. Okay, so basically a worse magical midbreaker. The turn player gains 500 life points. Oh, stall for time. No. Main phase 2. And if they do apply these effects for the rest of the turn. By the way, I really hope that Konami starts... starts doing more like this and actually stop giving life points changing in cards that can be used turn 1. Because then, you know, you can actually stall for time and then activate some garbage that makes you gain 1 life point for cost. And then, oh, you're ashing me? It's fine. It's fine if you have all the negates in the world. I still win. I have 1 more life point than you. 12 negates? No problem. Okay, so that player's monster, normal, and special cannot be negated. That player activates a spell or trap card or monster effect that includes an effect that special summons a monster. That activation cannot be negated. Oh no, my soul charge cannot be... Yes. That player's set spells and traps cannot be targeted or destroyed by their opponent's card's effect. No! Bro, on a field spell, this card sucks. And the only way this can actually kind of make sense is... if you're going second against, I don't even know, someone who has like Duster on end phase, like Heavy Storm Duster. The final card is Fukubiki. Each player shuffles their deck, once again off to a bad start, and if they do, excavate the top cards of each deck. So that's RNG, by the way, because you have to shuffle your deck first. And compare their attacks, so basically monsters with question marks or spells or traps, they're considered to have 0 attack. And if their attacks are not equal, basically the owner adds the card with the highest attack. And if they're equal, you both put them on the bottom of your deck. So yeah, 100% garbage. Anyways, let's get into the spy. So Bearcti theme. Okay, first of all, what I want to say is that pretty sure there are 3 non-tuners and 3 tuners. All of them have the exact same first effect, so during the main phase, as a quick effect, you can tribute 1 other level 7 or higher monster in your hand, special summon this card. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of their turn, except monsters that have a level. In a way, this kind of reminds me of the clause of Virtual World, where the level actually matters, and you are locked from summoning... Sorry, actually you can't even summon Xyz. Virtual World allow you to summon Xyz. It's level or rank, so you can't summon Xyz, you can't summon Link, you can summon everything else basically, but... And also... I guess it summons itself during either player's main phase, so even during your opponent's main phase, so you can interrupt your opponent in a way. If this card is special summoned, you can add 1 Bearcti monster from your deck to your hand. Fantastic. And also, it's special summoned. It's not necessarily if it's special summoned by its effect number 1 or by the effect of a Bearcti card. So you can kind of loop this with back to the front and stuff like that during either player's turn. Interesting, interesting. I like this. Alright, the next one is Mictanus. So once again, we're still in the level 7 non-tuners. You can only use each of this card's name first and second effect once per turn each. So the second, well, I mean, they're all like that. Sorry, I'm actually retarded. If this card is special summon, you can target one Bearcti in your graveyard, Bearcti monster, add it to your hand. This is Micbillis. Really? Micbillis? Ah, interesting. They're legit all bears. They're all beast, or all, some of them, oh, they look like machines though. Yeah, whoa, that's weird. Anyways, this will pretty much special summon a Bearcti monster from your hand. I guess, sure. It prevents you from, well, I mean, it helps you swarm the field a bit more. It allows you to synchro summon right away, etc. And this is actually where the spice is actually going to come up. So, once again, they're level 8 tuners, not level 7 tuners. 7 plus 8, 21. No, yeah, it's not relevant because you're not making level 15 synchros. Unfortunately, I know, it would have been cool. Anyways, if this card is special summon while you control another Bearcti, you can target one spell or trap your opponent controls, destroy it. So pretty much the theme is that the non-tuners, they help you get advantage. So this one searches a Bearcti from your deck to your hand, this one recycles back from your graveyard to your hand, and this card special summons from your hand to the field. This one is going to pretty much MST the opponent, this one is going to Book of Moon the opponent, and this one is going to DD Crow the opponent. So I hope I was able to vulgarize this perfectly. And this is why I'm not really reading the cards, because there's nothing different. They all do the same thing outside of the couple of final keywords that they have. Actually, no, there is something that I need to explain, is that the non-tuners, it's only if this card is special summoned, apply the effect, but these ones are if this card is special summoned while you control another Bearcti. So it's kind of a problem, but they do combo off with this guy, I guess, that summons from your hand. So interesting, but not like from back to the front on like an empty board. If you have back to the front and no monsters, you should always try to revive back Micpola or Mictanus, so you search from your deck or recycle. Anyways, so the level, oh, so cute, man. Polari. Whoa, what the heck is going on? Cannot be synchro summon, must be, yeah, I'm lagging, I know. Must be special summon from your extra deck by sending one tuner and one non-tuner you control whose level differ by 1 to the graveyard. Okay, so this is literally Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, by the way. It's dark synchro summoning by doing the subtraction instead of, you know, summing up the levels. And if this card is special summon, you can activate one Bearcti Big Diaper directly from your deck. Yes, Big Dipper, Big Diaper. You can tribute one level 7 or higher monster, add to your hand, or special summon one Bearcti from your graveyard. Interesting, okay, yeah, so it's a monster reborn and a mix something built in a level 1 synchro that cannot be synchro summoned and who just happens to be adorable. Interesting. Anyways, Septon Tryon, so these two Bearcti monsters, you kind of have to go through several steps to get into them because they're level 7 synchro monsters that cannot be synchro summoned, but have to be special summoned by sending one level 8 or higher tuner and one non-tuner synchro monster you control whose level differ by 7 to the graveyard. So in other words, Polari and these guys, the level 8 tuners, because 8 minus 1 equals 7. So basically the effect of all face-up monsters special summon from the extra deck that have no level are negated. This will negate Xyz and Link. If your opponent special summons a monster, you can add one Bearcti card from your deck to your hand, including traps. Interesting, I like this a lot. And now we have, Jesus, lagging again. Okay, yeah, a Bearcti Grand Chariot for some reason sounds and looks like a Gladiator Beast monster. Cannot be, yeah, blah, blah, blah. If this card is special summon, you can target up to 2 other cards on the field, destroy them. You can do this during your opponent's turn to pop their cards, which is an interruption. On your end, on your turn, you can actually break boards. Really nice. Once per turn, when a card or effect is activated that targets a Bearcti card you control, you can tribute one monster from your hand or field, negate the activation, garbage. All it does is really prevent, like, imperv, stuff like that, so I'm not a big fan. Bearcti Big Diaper. Once per turn, if you attribute a monster to activate a Bearcti monster, you can banish the monster, the level 7 or higher Bearcti from your grave instead. Interesting, that's cool. Each time a monster is special summoned, place 1 counter on this card. It's each time a monster is special summoned. It counts the opponent's monsters too, so it's kind of like Kyoto Waterfront in a way. Once per turn, if a monster is special summoned, you can remove all counters from this card. So this will trigger during the opponent's turn, then target one monster your opponent controls, take control of it. This is a freaking mind control during your opponent's turn. That's permanent, by the way. So it's like a, yeah, it's a better mind control. It's a change of heart. Because it doesn't prevent you from, you know, attacking with it or tribute over it. You can only activate this effect while there is a Bearcti Synchro on the field. Yo, what's the next step? You can only use this on October 17, 2035 when it's raining outside? Bro, come on. I don't know, that's kind of too specific for no reason. The next card is Bearcti Slider Quick Play Spell. You can only activate one card with this card's name once per turn. Target one of your Bearcti monster that is banished or in your graveyard. You cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except after this effect resolves, except monsters that have a level. Okay, so you're not really afraid of that. Special summon that target, but it cannot attack. Also destroy it during the end phase. So that's the way you actually revive back the Grand Chariot guy to pop 2 cards. And then after that, well, your monster is going to die during the end phase if you use it as an interruption during your opponent's turn. So if you use it during your own turn, you can pop 2 and then Synchro with it, which is nice. So if that's something you are interested in. And then Bearcti Quint Charge, a continuous trap card. This is really good. This is like a weaker Clifford Scout in a way. Once per turn, you can pay 700, so it's not pay 8 to feel great, unfortunately. Activate one of these effects. It's soft once per turn, so if you have multiple copies of this trap, you can actually use the effects multiple times, although you'll kind of be drained very quickly because paying 700 every time is kind of an expensive cost. So either add one Bearcti monster from your grave to your hand. Interesting, a lot of cards actually have that effect. This is the 3rd card that has this effect. Tribute 2 Bearcti monsters, and if you do special summon 1 Bearcti, nice. It basically allows you to kind of synchro summon, but not really during your opponent's turn by summoning all these 3 big synchro monsters. Well, I mean, 2 big and 1 adorable Winnie the Pooh. So pretty nice. And then the 3rd effect is garbage. When your Bearcti synchro monster is destroyed by battle or an opponent's with an opponent's attacking monster, you can have your opponent shuffle cards from their hand, field, and grave into the deck until they have a total of 7. Very similar to Evenly, but it's way too nice because they get to keep until they have 7. So kind of trash. Oh wait, hold on. It actually includes the graveyard. Oh wow, that's actually interesting. Oh wow. Wait, hold on. That might actually be better than I thought. Oh, so if they have like, okay, yeah. Wait, hold on. No, I need to actually think this through. But anyways, that was the final Bearcti card, apparently. You can expect more support on this deck definitely soon. And yeah, that's about all I had to say for this Bearcti review, and also new cards from Lightning Overdrive. If you guys have any comments or feedback, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, blah blah blah, because it motivates me a lot to keep making videos like these. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.